Well, I had the GI Bill under me. What happened? Well, I owed loan sharks a lot of money, and I just wasn't able to pay them. I had a little jalopy of a car, and the loan shark was a good friend of mine. And his son, his nephew and I were very good friends. And he told me, he said, listen, Jake, I had to turn your debt over to a couple of collectors. I said, Uncle Tommy, geez, I'm always pay. I don't have it. And I said, Jake, I got $100,000 on the street. If you don't pay me and you get away with it, that gets out. I lost all that money. I like it, man. So I had to get out of town. This is the truth. So I got in the car, and I had met a guy, and my brother had met a guy in the Army, Mitch Agris, who had gone to Carnegie and loved it. Because my brother had known, in a way, he was a psychologist, so he would give me tests, and he knew that I was interested in acting. So he told me about this place. So I got in the car, went to Pittsburgh, which was only a couple hundred miles away, and I auditioned, and there were no men. Otherwise, they wouldn't have taken me in.
And this is for the drama, you wanted to get into the drama school.
Department, to be an actor, to try it. And this was 1945. And they said, you were not suited to be an actor. You were more suited to be a truck driver. And, but I couldn't go home. They said, but you see, we have a problem. There were no men to do scenes with. But in January, we'll have men and we'll probably let you go then. I said, it's okay. So I get a breather for 4 months, find out I can't act, and go back to a life and pay them off while I was there working. But I got on that stage and I knew. I always tell this story, it's been told many times. I've told it many times. I had a rich uncle. And when I would go to his house and he would have chicken, I would say I wasn't hungry because I didn't know how to eat the chicken. At home I would eat like a pig. But there I didn't know whether to pick it up because the setting was so palatial. It was such a really grand place. So I'd say I wasn't hungry. But when I went on stage for the first time, and I was so scared after the audition when I was a member, and I rehearsed for 3 weeks. A play called One Sunday Afternoon. I come out of jail and my girl's in the park. And my heart was beating, and the kids are watching, all the other students. And I went on stage. My heart beating, I thought it would burst from my skin. As soon as I got on that stage, within 30 seconds, I just became so calm. The 3 chairs was a park bench. The flats were trees. I loved this girl, and I knew I could eat chicken on that stage. I knew I was more comfortable on that stage than I was in life. And I knew then that's all I could ever do. That was amazing because the teacher that told me I wasn't suited to be an actor, when the scene was over, and I didn't know where I was, the best concentration ever, they applauded. And she said, Mary Morris, and she said, you see, I made a terrible mistake. You expect talent to come in a nice package tied with a blue ribbon, but sometimes it comes with a lot of dirt on it. And I was wrong. I'm sorry, Mr. Klugman, you do belong here. But of course, in those days, I talked like a sailor. I talked like a guy from South Philly. So she had a right to think that. And when she said that, well, then it was... But I never thought I'd make a living at it. I thought, I'll do some work that will pay for my acting in some community theater.